What'd you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, I think in regulation, I really liked the way we executed. We got Lonzo a wide open shot at the top, coming, I think, maybe out of a timeout. And then I thought they executed really, really well, at the end of regulation. They did a good job on the play. We were down by 2. Kobe got it. And I think he was coming off, and then Chua kind of jumped out on him. And, we probably put Vooch in a tough situation on that one, throwing it to him, made a shoot turnaround shot. But, besides that stuff, the thing that I thought that we don't have the margin for was the 2-point game, and I think we gave up 3 consecutive second chance opportunities back to them. Now we finally got to stop, got the ball back with 8 seconds to at least tie it. But those possessions, we got to, like I told them, you can be upset about missing or making shots. It's part of the game, and you don't have any control over it. But those are some of the other things that we've got to be better at controlling. And I just thought we could have had a few more cracks at it. But I thought overall they competed. I thought we were more physical, than we were against Detroit, which was good to see. And then I think coming down the stretch, the shots that we generated the shots that we wanted to. I thought those guys did a good job executing.
The handoff play with Kobe and that last play, what was he supposed to be looking for? He seemed kind of was going to take it, then he tried stepping back, and by the time he gave it to Vooch, it was just a
Yeah, it was too late. I think, we ran a kind of a slip play, and he came wrapping around, and Chua jumped out and switched it. And, I think these are great moments for someone like Kobe that's, going through this for the first time in a lot of ways, because a lot of times, at least since I've been here, it's been Zach, it's been DeMar, it's even been Vooch in certain situations.
Right.
So for him to be in that. But I think, maybe in that situation, and again, I want to see it on film, but maybe backing the ball out against Chua and trying to maybe kind of go at him exactly, maybe get a 3 up or go by him. But I just also, when he threw it to Vooch, I think Vooch probably had a pretty good view of the shot clock at the other end of the court, so he knew when he caught it, he had to shoot it. So it will be something I can take a look at. I know they switched it, and Chua jumped out, and we weren't able to kind of turn the corner. The play was for Kobe to try to take a 3, and they did jump out, but that's okay. I think there's something that we can look at in terms of maybe Kobe creating something if there was enough time to. I just want to make sure there was enough time for him to create.
Gotcha.
Billy, we've already talked a little bit about Kobe's new role without Zach on this roster. What do you want him to do from those moments where he is the primary option for those game-winning shots?
Well, it's not even so much the primary option. I thought he did a really, really good job, in terms of he was in the middle of the floor, and that one action he threw the ball back to Zoe and got him a shot. That last situation, like I said, Joe, I want to see it on film how much time, and, could he, when they jumped out, backed it up a little bit, maybe tried to attack. I don't know, we'll see. But I thought he made good decisions. It's not always going to necessarily be him. He has to shoot the ball as much as can he make the right read? Because they the action that we ran coming out of the timeout, they got a little bit screwed up in regulation. And Lonzo had all the, I think he even took a dribble to get some rhythm into the shot. He was left pretty wide open. So those are really good plays, and I want to see the last play, how much time he actually had when he caught it, because it went to Vooch. He kind of came off the screen, caught it. I would say probably at 4 or 5 seconds there may have been some time to back up, but again, I want to see it.
Yep. So, this I thought the best I've seen Giddey play since he's been with the Bulls this season. What did you see from him, especially? Not only the rebounding early, but made those clutch threes in the fourth quarter.
I thought he really, really, really helped us on the backboard in the first half. He was really good. But, along with Josh, and it's not just him, it's our team, it's 9 turnovers in the first half. And if you look at the differential of points off turnovers, I think it was maybe 9-2. They were +7 against us. That was the lead at the half. So he's got to do a better job taking care of the ball. In my opinion, 2 real early turnovers early. But I think the one thing that he did a much better job of is I thought the shots that he took in the second half, he created angles for himself at the basket. And I don't know if he had quite those. He had a couple shots blocked in the first half. But I thought he had a really good balance of the drives to the rim and then also spraying it out and finding guys for shots. And then, we found him for some open shots. And to your point, he made a couple big ones to at least, keep us close.
Also, this was a game, even though it's close, they sort of controlled almost 3.5 quarters. It seemed like you put, your trap Bunsen quite a bit coming out early in the fourth quarter. Got those 2:24 seconds, or at least one, and they forced a shot.
Right.
Do you feel it kind of turned there, and that you had an opportunity at that point to really take the game because you sort of turned it away from them?
Yeah, I think with our team, Sam, there's not a great margin for error. So we make a couple mistakes, and all of a sudden the lead goes to 10. call timeout, and I give our guys credit. Like we kind of responded. I think to your point, it was some of the things on defense. It was some of the rebounding. It was Josh's threes. I think there was a lot of things that contributed to us kind of hanging around. We certainly wanted to get the ball out of Brunson's hands and not have him just try to control and manipulate everything. And I thought we did a really good job of rotating, but it did break their rhythm a little bit offensively for them. And, the stops allowed us maybe to get out in transition. But I thought in a lot of ways, everybody kind of contributed in their own way. When you get down by 10, you're on the road. They're a good team. And, we found a way to kind of work our way back into the game. And there was timely shots made, which were important. And there was timely stops that were made.
Did you get an update on Jalen? Did he go in concussion
He's in
protocol?
concussion protocol.
Okay.
Yep.
And I got one more.
We're open,
Obviously, with Patrick out, you got Julian back in the rotation. What do you think about his minutes?
I thought he played great tonight. I really did. I thought he did a good job. I've been really, really fortunate and blessed, with some of the guys that have been here this year that have been out of the rotation and their professionalism to keep themselves ready. I think Talen's done that. Obviously, Torrey Craig, has done it. Javon Carter does it. I just really, really appreciate those guys because that's a hard thing to do, to motivate yourself like that. And, with Modest playing like he had and Patrick coming off there, and then you try to play Patrick and Modest together, sometimes just not enough minutes for everybody. And I really respect and appreciate the way Julian's handled it, because it's 82 games. Your time's eventually going to come, and the worst thing you can do is when it doesn't come, pouting and moaning and complaining, and then when it does come, you're not ready. So, he gave us really good minutes tonight, Julian. I thought he played really well.
I just wanted to ask about Smith. Unlike you and Casey, we're about 450 feet from the court. So I couldn't see exactly what happened. It looked like, did Towns step on him or fall on him?
I think he hit with an elbow, I think.
Shoulder to the chin.
Okay, shoulder.
Right in front of me.
Okay, that's what I didn't see it either.
Because it was Towns was going to the basket that play,
Yeah, I don't know how it quite. I wasn't sure if it was. I couldn't tell if it was on the offensive rebound or if it was on his drive to the basket. Was a
shoulder
drive
to the chin on the drive.
Yeah,
He was
So
backing
I
down.
didn't see
Towns
that.
hit him with his shoulder.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, I didn't see that.
Right in
That's
front of me.
yeah.
You can
That's
ask me about it later.
Thank you guys. Thank you, Coach.
all right.
Well, you didn't tell anybody.
You didn't ask me.